Tomorrow I'm going to be riding my first ever mountain bike race on my really rusty old hardtail mountain bike that I think since I bought it a couple of years ago, I must have ridden it no more than about 3 times, and it's just sat going rusty in the shed since. And I'm not lying about it being rusty. I've spent ages trying to scrape as much of it off the rotors as I can, but you can still see quite a lot of rust on them disc rotors and all the scoring marks from where I've been trying to scrape it off. The drivetrain's also in a pretty sorry state, with the chains pretty rusty. I'm going to see how much I can recover it, but it's just the one race. It shouldn't be too bad. Despite dabbling in a few gravel races lately, I am well and truly a road rider. But I'd had good recommendations of this mountain bike race locally, and I thought I just had to give it a go. So I've cracked my dusty old rusty hardtail out of the shed, and I'm going out on it to get a bit of a kick in. But first, I thought I'd best take it for a spin tonight before the race tomorrow, just to see if I can remember how to ride a flat bar, if anything. And oh my God, these bars feel wide. Just gonna do a few laps up Matt Forest, just to get used to it. So this is my mountain bike. It is not in the best state of affairs, but it's not a bad bike. It's got a mechanical SRAM GX on it. I'm running 2.2 inch Scorpion hard packs, got RockShox 35 forks, and it is an on-one Scandal that I've had for a couple of years and barely ever ridden. Unfortunately, I used it to commute a bit in the snow earlier this year, and I clearly didn't clean it well enough because the chain's gone a bit rusty and the disc rotors have gone horrifically rusty. I have got a lot of that cleaned off, and these pedals are in a bit of a bad condition, but it'll be fine for just having to play around on. Right, time to get out of my work clothes, throw some kit on and get ready to race. We got here, just gonna go do a test lap now, see how the course is. I have no idea where I'm going, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's a lot of people on gravel bikes, so can't imagine it's gonna be too technical. Right, let's get on with it. One concern I've got is just quite how wide these bars are. I'm really worried I'm going to hook it on a tree or something. Hopefully not. But there's been a few close calls already. And off the line we go. I'm racing what they call the enthusiast category, which was very much the beginner's race. There was one other guy with me that was clearly really quite a strong rider, and he immediately set pace on the front, but I was able to go with him and spent the first lap pretty much on his wheel until finally he did let me through to take a turn on the front, but I wasn't complaining. Unfortunately though, this is where it went wrong for me. My end stops clearly haven't been set correctly on my bike, and I managed to get my chain jammed between the cassette and my frame and ended up losing ages sorting it out. And unfortunately it didn't just happen once, it actually happened 3 times during the race, where I had to pull over and unjam the chain. And as a result of this, first place managed to get up the road, and unfortunately despite my determined chasing, I never quite caught him back up. But I'll leave you with a bit of a montage at the end of the race. Enjoy it. Well, I survived, didn't die, and classic me running out of battery right before the end. But I know better next time. An hour's just slightly too long to leave it recording in one go. But yeah, that was awesome. Unfortunately, yeah, I was having that issue with my chain. Kept getting jammed because I don't think I got the upper end stop set correct. But yeah, 3 times stopping to put that on. However, it was a good fun race. I was picking off quite a lot of the people in the what they call the racer field. But yeah, unfortunately, as you might be able to see by how muddy my shoulder is, I did hit the deck on the last lap. I just lost a bit of concentration through a fairly dark wooded section and hooked my bar on a tree, unfortunately. Well, yeah, it was annoying to crash on that last lap, but oh well. It's a good race. I mean, I probably should have really entered the racer category, not the enthusiast, but you know, never done one of them before. And to be honest with you, I'm a bit of a liability when it comes to technical stuff, so I didn't want to hold anyone up, but yeah, it was good fun. Shame I couldn't win it. Shame there's one guy who was going really well who I couldn't keep up with, but yeah. Straight back to Stockport Station now, then the train home. Right, well, we're all back in one piece now. Bike needs a good wash. It's covered in dust. One other thing I've realised is a 32 tooth chainring with an 11 on the back is not big enough when you're on a course that fast, especially when your 11 tooth isn't working properly and constantly getting jammed in between your cassette and frame. So I think if I'm going to do another one, I'm going to need to buy a bigger chainring. I'll be back on more familiar terrain racing a hill climb tomorrow up Blaze Hill. Now, fortunately, I have sorted out my camera mount, so I can take you all along for the ride again on this one. If you're interested in seeing that, get yourself subscribed down below and give this video a thumbs up while you're at it, and I'll see you all in the next one.